how much I love Journey Spice. Journey Spice, non-GMO, no salt, no sugar, just all sorts of goodness and smart, environmentally friendly packaging. Pinch the top, take it off. Food tastes better. Comes in singles, 2-packs, and 4-packs. It's Journey Spice. Find them at Amazon.com. Time for Denver's best sports talk with the Altitude Daily.
This is the Altitude Daily Podcast. Everything you can't miss from today on Altitude Sports Radio. Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane.
You just brought him up, and this is maybe the last time we'll talk about it because he's back, and he looks normal, and he's just a human being. But what does it mean to have Gabe Landeskog just back on the ice, around the team all the time? Obviously, you want him as a player. You talked about it. Up and down the wall, winger hard to the front of the net. But I don't know, Coach. He looks fantastic to me. What do you say?
Yeah, no, he looks great. Yeah, he does. Yeah, and I was expecting that after the way he came into. It surprised me the level of play he got to when he came into the lineup. Like he missed the start of the series, trying to get as much time. He plays the games with the Eagles last year, and then all of a sudden he comes in, and the impact was incredible. So I was expecting to be really good after, talking with him in the summer and discussing how he was feeling. Everything's going great. So as a player, it's great to have him back. As a person and as a leader, his impact is immeasurable. It's just, you're talking about one of, if not the best, elite leaders in our game right now, and to get him back in the room and just all the areas of the way our team thinks, our culture, our leadership, the impact he has is incredible, really, and the respect he has from our team. So it's we're noticing changes just in our room and attitude, and it's, I don't want to say it's all Landy, because you go through things like we did last year. Guys they're back in a really focused and present place right now, and but he's certainly helping that, and it's just really exciting. It feels like he never left already, and we're still just in kind of week 2 of training camp.
The Altitude Daily, the morning sprint.
I asked the text line to tell me what exactly you'd need to see from Bo Nix to put him in the category of the best athletes who are currently playing in this city, and Ed in Firestone makes a good point. He's like, accomplishments of Joker, Nate, and Cale include MVPs and Defensive Players of the Year and championships and championship series MVPs or cup clinching goals. Bo needs to be these things to be on their level, which means Bo Nix has to be the MVP of the league or the MVP of the Super Bowl and a Super Bowl champ. That's the bare minimum to get to that level. If to be a legend, you have to do legendary things, Ed says.
I agree with that, but I still say that the Shield is so much more powerful than the NBA. It's clearly, I love hockey, and you and I are going to be diving into some serious stick and puck here coming up.
6 days away, man.
I know.
Season is 6 days away.
But we also have to understand that the NFL, the money, the viewership, fan base, the Broncos being the original Colorado sports team. It's king. And so you have to change your expectations a little bit. Joker, to become that guy and put up, in my opinion, on the, what are the famous head guys again? What are those guys called?
Famous head guys?
The heads in the mountain that are carved. The
oh,
presidents.
you're talking about
Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
I was like, heads. What you talking about?
To be Joker is in the Mount Rushmore of Denver sports.
Yes,
agreed.
Yes, he is. He's been the best player in his league half the time he's been in the league, or for the last 5 years.
And he did something for this franchise that it appeared like it would never happen at points in time, right?
Right. Winning the whole thing.
Yep. I think that Bo Nix to be in that category in his modern, we'll call it the next 3 years, if he can lead the Denver Broncos to overtake the Chiefs and also fend off the pesky Chargers in AFC West supremacy, I believe that that's enough to get him into the conversation of big dog in town.
Right.
Currently,
Because
I'm not saying that makes him. That's not putting him on the Rushmore, but that puts him as the big dog in town.
Okay. Yeah, because it is. I mean,
Because
I
that
do
has
like
been,
the point. To be a legend, you have to do legendary things.
I agree.
But to be a legend in the NFL is a little bit different than a legend in the NBA or the NHL.
The Altitude Daily. Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC.
Are you buying
Thank
the Bo
you.
Nix turned the corner?
Well, Dr. Freud, let me say, I saw better. I mean, it's a great game to show when your feet are right. You're going to be more accurate. When you're more settled in the pocket, you're going to have more good throws. And I've contended all along, it's his footwork when things go bad or things are tougher for him. And he had much better footwork in that game, and the results were easy to see. And, they blocked it up pretty well. The Bengals didn't provide much pressure. Now Fangio is a totally different element there. I mean, Vic's been around, and he is going to make not Drew Lock. He's going to make Bo Nix, pick away underneath. And both Sean Payton and Bo Nix said after the Bengals game they thought his work underneath was important and that they were really trying to make that a big part of the game plan. Well, it's going to have to be again because Fangio is going to force you to do that. And knowing Vic, the way I do and the way he attacks things, he's going to make Bo Nix have to push that ball outside the numbers, and that's where the troubles come this year for him.
When I think of Fangio, I think he didn't have a suit and had to wear pins on opening day. His press conference, he had a hamburger at a steakhouse when trying to hire George Payton. But that wasn't my favorite Vic Fangio moment, not even wearing a Gabriel Landeskog sweater. And when asked who his favorite player was, he goes, I don't really follow hockey, as he's wearing a Landeskog shirt. No, my favorite Vic Fangio moment of all time includes you, Jeff Legwald. Can you remember what that was?
No.
It was a great one.
I don't know.
Vic went on and on and on and on about Teddy Bridgewater having a birthday and blah birthday.
Oh, okay.
There's Jeff Legwald, and he says at the end of it, it's Drew's birthday too today. Do you remember that moment?
I'm just trying to help people. I'm a helper. Ask any coach I've covered. I'm a helper.
It was such a funny moment, like on and on. And Jeff just goes, it's Drew's birthday too today. Am I getting that story right? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yeah. No, I recall saying that, but honestly, as you guys know, I say a lot of crap, through the years. So it just pours out of my face sometimes. I can't stop it, but I don't.
Well, listen,
I don't deny it.
The Altitude Daily. Kretman and Lindahl.
Look, I know it sounds cruel. I get all that. It's fair. But to me, I'd like the statement that the last 3 years has been unacceptable. Someone had pointed out 504 losses in the last 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
That was the number that they had.
Do you know why it didn't say that?
Tell me why.
Do you know who's responsible for 300-plus losses over 3 years?
Dick Monfort is what you're going to tell me?
The owner and CEO of the Colorado Rockies. Okay? And so a part of Walker Monfort's challenge, and, we read the quotes last week from ESPN. He's not going to slam his father for being a loyal guy. Bill was Dick's guy.
Sure.
Through and through. And so I'm telling you, like right now, the concern over the CEO's reputation, dignity, feelings, whatever it wants to go. Like, I promise you, Dick Monfort views the firing or, dispatching, whatever you want to call it, of Bill Schmidt as a massive personal failure.
All right, again,
and
if
he
we're
should.
Gonna be,
it's really, really bad. But again, like I'm not going to get caught up too much in that stuff because there's a lot of rich men's egos involved in all of this.
It's fine. I think the fans deserve a statement. This is going to be different. Period.
Oh, well, Andy.
Okay, again, but it leads me with the old very skeptical eye that this is going to change too much.
You should be.
So until I see
and that's
outside
Andy,
hire and they say he's got all the control, then I'm not buying it.
This is just it, and this is the message that Nate Kreckman, and Andy, I think you're going to sit shotgun with me on this ride for this.
I don't have a choice.
I believe that it is our duty to talk to Rockies fans in this market right now and tell them Bill Schmidt is out. That's all that happened today.
Sure.
Okay?
You're right. Yes.
Nothing. The direction of the boat didn't change today.
Right.
They merely got rid of Bill Schmidt. And Andy, I firmly believe, and it's an educated opinion, that Bill Schmidt is the fall guy for minus 424. I think he's the fall guy for 119 losses. I'm not saying he was good at what he did. He wasn't. But there is somebody above him that failed much harder, with a much louder voice, with much more power to exert over the organization, and that guy is still the CEO. Okay? So it is incumbent upon him to get out of the way, and in whatever way it can be done. And I think, again, like Walker Monfort's comment to ESPN earlier this week to me, or I guess it was late last week, was really telling of my dad deserves credit for his loyalty. I'm paraphrasing him, but that's essentially what he said. They are going to tiptoe around the failure as much as they possibly can. Now, again, the question, and this is the one you raise, and it's the right question to raise, is, are you guys actually going to do anything different now?
You've been listening to the Altitude Daily. Catch us live weekdays on 92.5 FM, the Altitude Sports Radio app, twitch.tv/AltitudeSR, youtube.com @Altitude Sports Radio, and your favorite smart speaker. Say Altitude Sports Radio.